So here's part 2, level A. We're going to just keep going with level A, part 2. So what that means is, so here's like step 1, and even though like we're supposed to focus on step 2, which is down here, we are going to need to do step 1, where we have our example here. Now, I'm just going to copy that for the moment. Actually, I probably should do this. Grab the whole thing. I'm going to copy this all the way here. Command C. Command, actually highlight that semicolon. Otherwise, I'll have 2 semicolons. I'm going to do this for all of these. And then this way I can just kind of make adjustments here as needed. I'm going to do the same thing over here. So I'll just go right here, Command V, Command V, Command V. So remember, answers will be case sensitive for users. We're going to fix that in a minute. And I'll show you how in just a moment. So first, right now everything's going to be Batman, Batman, Batman. We don't want it to be Batman. So I'm going to just get rid of these guys. Delete. They have some suggestions for you up here, like, Jurassic Park, Captain America, Kung Fu Panda, Batman. You already have Batman. And Isle of Dogs, which the rocket, okay, and the dog, okay, but it doesn't really kind of speak to me as far as Isle of Dogs. So you're going to want to think about what would your user do, right? So and we could even do like the Hunger Games, and we could even fix the error that I made as a user. So let's do that. For getting emojis with a Mac, you can hit Control, Command, and Spacebar to get emojis. So for example, right, let's go ahead and get Ghost. And again, Control, Command, Space, and we can get Busters, right? So then what's our answer going to be? It could be all caps Ghostbusters. So I'm going to put on the caps lock. Okay, I like Kung Fu Panda, so let's do that one. And then last but not least, let's go ahead and do the Hunger Games. And we'll find out if my theory is correct. So first we've got Ghostbusters. We're going to do Kung Fu Panda here. So let's make sure we're on the right line. Yes, we are. Okay, I'm going to delete those guys. Control, Command, Spacebar. And I'm going to put in Kung Fu Panda. So here's my Kung Fu and my Panda. So again, Spacebar, Panda. And then the last one, we're going to do the Hunger Games. It could work also for the Lion King, my idea, but let's take the caps lock off. What's that? Okay. So here we are. Control, Command, Spacebar. I'm going to do, here's my arrow, and the woman. We'll see if this works. And if it works, great. If it doesn't, we'll fix it. No big deal. I'll just leave that there. Okay, so that's part 1. Let's skip down to part 2. So set text user guess, comma, blank. So what that does is it resets the user input box to be blank. Here we have if turn is equal to 1. What is the current value of turn? Turn equals 1. Okay, so if turn equals 1, we're going to hit that first conditional statement. We're going to set the value of turn to turn plus 1. So that makes turn the value of 2. Mind you, it'll ignore the rest of this once it has been caught by the conditional statement. So that first turn, it's going to do this first one. If turn is equal to 1, then turn equals turn plus 1. We don't have to worry about it going through the rest of the conditional statement because here's where it stops. Basically says this is true, so execute the code that follows this curly brace. So set text, emoji text, question 2. So this is where we're going to update the turn, update the question displayed. That keeps us going. All right, so then the second one, right? We're going to want to do if turn is equal to 2. So turn equal 2. We're going to just do the same code. So I'm just going to highlight those guys. Command V. And this is obviously going to have to be updated to question 3. So whatever the value of question 3 is. We're now going to set the emoji text, or basically the question for the user, to be this. So same thing here, Command V, and this is going to be question 4. Same thing here, turn is equal to 3. Right, so we're going to check the value of turn. If turn is equal to 1, do this code. If turn is equal to 2, then do this code. If turn is equal to 3, then do this code. If turn is equal to 4, we don't have to check because it's the only other item that it could be. Question 4 is our last question. We don't have to update the turn because we're not going to come back to this. We're going to set the screen to the results screen, and now that results screen is going to display some stuff for us. So that's 2. We are in part 2. See how we have this 2 here? We are in part 2. This is part 2. We are going to hit finish. Actually, we're going to run the thing. I wonder if I do this, ranking, right? Actually, let's go ahead and do this properly. Batman. We're just going to test to make sure that it goes through the thing. So it doesn't really matter if we answer these correctly. Okay. So right now it's giving me a result of 0 because I didn't answer any of these things correctly, but that's okay. This tells us, that our quiz is working. So once we've done that, we've tested our code, we can hit finish, and we're done.